drop down on your back, head facing that way. So I want to talk a little bit more high level jiu-jitsu, and I've got the side control of my partner. The downfall is my partner's playing pretty defensive and he's kept his hands together. He realises that there's not much point trying to push away because I've got a better control than him. So he's kind of playing the passive game where he's waiting for me to give him an opening where he can attack as well. There's two things that are important. Number one is his hip control. And number two is I want to isolate the arm. So the human body has a chink in the armour, and it's I guess the neck cavity, which is behind the knees. There can't be armour there because the knees can move. So around the hips, between the hips and the ribs, because the body has to move, there's very limited protection. There's no bone structure. I try and keep my elbow on the soft fleshy part of the bone structure. My palm goes down and it's about 27.6 degrees now. Over here somewhere. 0.4, 0.6, no greater, no less. Okay. So I can't get the arm up because he's playing good jiu-jitsu. So what I'm doing is my feet go one, and I'll push, my feet go two. Now this is our space. I'm trying to get to his hamstring to slide him over, put my knee behind. So it's an awkward kind of position for him, and he has to start to react. The downfall about is, because my knee's underneath him, if he tries to roll back towards me, so we put our elbow in the soft fleshy part, 27.6 degrees. 1, 2, 1. Now watch. I raise my hips and I kick him backwards from here. I'll bring my leg under. I can now sit. So I have a fulcrum or an area that he can't bring the arm back down to rescue. And again, so 27.6 degrees. Okay. 1, 2. Now, my knees leave the ground, my hips leave the ground. I'm driving into his hamstrings to turn him over. My leg comes underneath. And I come back in again. 1, 2, 3. This is a little deviation of what we're doing on Monday. So we're still going to have the same mechanics and the same kind of game plan, but the entrance is a little bit different. You're going to kind of get a little bit of a sore thumb doing this, but if it was a wrestle, you only need to do it once or twice, so it's not like you have to keep doing it in the wrestle. But for the purpose of the class, just don't yank it hard, you're going to end up with a sore thumb. Nick, on your back please, buddy. And the entrance really easy. So head that way, legs that way. And just move up a little bit. Okay, so once again, switch face forward. He's playing good jiu-jitsu. I'm trying to get the arm raised, but it's too strong. It's over for whatever reason, I can't get it. Okay, so elbow 27.6 degrees. Hips go 1, hips go 2, turn them over. Leg goes underneath, hand goes through. Now, this is the game. This is something I worked out a really hard way. If my hand goes over and I hold the tricep, I can't bring my leg over because my own arm blocks. If I hold it here, I can hip escape and bring my leg over to hit the armbar. So I'm not going back here. The way it works is if I squeeze my elbow in, it can pull its arm out. If I roll my elbow backwards, it pulls it out, it's deeper. This also sets my second trap up, which we'll explain later. So, side control, he's got his arm in, I'm having trouble. Escape, 27.6. Push. Armbar. But super tight. So if you're here on your shoulder, you won't be able to throw your leg over. Also the arm's bent. If I go here, okay, space, I can almost pop it and get an armbar by sliding backwards as well. So downwards, he can't sit up, I've got no defense. Yeah, right, so I still might get it, but I don't like might. I want to put it in a better position. So arm 27.6 again, kick it, goes underneath, swim my arm through, so my fault. Swim my arm through, elbow deep, grab elbow backwards. Push off, roll him back over, step. Now I'm going to loosen this off. Kick him so that his spine's bent, that puts pressure onto the shoulder. It's not this, it's this. Kick that, I've got no pressure now. The more I bring this back, add that with this, it's a pretty dynamic force. Your hamstring and your back working together. Even my backs, which are really small, actually are quite good at doing it. We'd like to see it one more time. Okay, so now to start, I want the arm, but he's kept it down, it's still good jiu-jitsu. 1 degree, 27.6. 1, 2, lift my knees, lift my hip, swing, drive through, elbow, my knees underneath. Push backwards, sit over, so I'm driving the hips again. Press partners, 1, 2, 3. It's fine, back. Look, tap it. But my leg's not under, it's going to just put the elbow down. So I can't do this with my because I don't have that ability. Right? So what I'm thinking of guys do here, get this, and that, he's just going to roll towards it and put his elbow in, I'm going to lose it. So I need to do all that groundwork first, so it's not good jiu-jitsu, never escape, roll him up, boom, and he goes under, got it. So now he rolls towards me. Next thing is this, I need to push away, but I need my leg to stay here. So I've seen some guys, and you just lost it because you retracted the leg. So when I say push away, just watch where I go. So see how I'm re-rolling the shoulder high? Does that make sense? Roll it high, that means from here, I can step, and it's in the crook of the neck. You see some of you guys up here, it's going to pop off. It's the worst position for it to pop off. So, from here. Okay, lift my heel, drag my heel to my butt. Lift my heel, drag my heel to my butt. I haven't done the armbar yet. Now, hip thrust as hard and fast as you can. No, I'm sorry. So, from here, the angle, hips go 1, hips go 2, knees off, hips off, spring through, got it already, leg comes underneath, re-roll over onto this. Re-roll, I'm not here, re-roll, scoop it, my chest goes forwards. The more I lean backwards, the more I'm back in the start position. So it's more I'm going here. I hook it. You okay, Andrew? Yep. Now, drive my knee and my hip forward to do the armbar. I see too many people try and drive the arm backwards. You're going backwards on the ground. That just holds. So I like, you okay there? Yep. Okay, no, I'll loosen up. So the more I drive my hips forward, the more the armbar comes on. The more I drive my shoulders backwards, the more I lose the armbar. Same minus, 1, 2, 3. Tight, eh? Yeah. I go 3 options from here. 1's a minor and 2 are majors. Right, so I play the 2 majors If the two majors don't work, I go to my minor. My explains go through Angus. Play back over here. Head that way, legs that way. Head that way, legs that way. Here's my break ball, man. Okay, so from here, hands in, do good jiu-jitsu. Hands in, do good jiu-jitsu. Hand goes down, you know the angle. Hit the scope. My hips and my knees come off the ground. Rolling over, leg kicks under. Drive it through, lock it in. Okay. I hit the scope again, leg comes over. He goes, I'm getting armbar or rescue. Guess what? It's going to rescue the arm. No one's going to lay there and go, man, that's a really nice armbar. The reason why I apply it and it's not here, I'm here. Look, it's in perfect position. If my arm's backwards or here, I can't get it. So when I go, I lift up and I go, so when I'm here, it's in the prime position. So it's like Kimura. Where if I'm holding here, I can't get my arm out. And I can't get my leg over. So when I'm here and I go back straight, keep on the inside position, I roll over and here, look, this is bread and butter. Easy. And most people are going to try and bring their hand away to defend the armbar. Look at this. It's easy. Right? So the setup isn't just for the armbar, it sets up stage 2 and stage 3. So here, hit the stage. Roll my partner, I've already got the arm. I'm so good at this. I did this earlier. I prepared earlier. Hand in position. Step over, he goes no way, and I'm right in more position. If my partner is stronger than me, retract your leg, come back in, and now fight. To the system that we did on Monday's task, which is working on the inside position, not the outside position. So inside, roll my knee down, roll my other knee down, roll. I'm stronger than him, and he'll be stronger than me, positionally and structurally. And that's what counts. Muscles aren't important. Okay. So from here, 1, so 1, 2, roll my partner, kick it underneath, swim, lock it in, back straight. That by itself is going to attack the arm straight out. Hit the skate 1, he goes no way, tries to get the leg off the head, back easy, flexing. 1, 2, 3. Andrew, jump on your back over here. I didn't kind of experience this until I got up to like my purple belt level, and it was kind of like I'm sitting here and I'm trying to get the arms and he's like, nah, and he's not even trying to frame. He realises that if the hands come away from the body, I'm going to attack him. So he's kind of playing this really defensive, and I'm trying to roll him. He's like, nope. I'm like, man, this guy's good. You know, he's got a really good coach. So what I'm going to do from here is this. I throw, this is the thumb part, I'm going to throw my thumb as deep as I can so I can see it on the side of the gi. So I'm going to throw my thumb into it and I can see it on the side of the gi. I can't have it on the spine. I need to see it, so I need to see my fingers. I'm going to do exactly the same mechanic as before, but without taking an arm. So I backstroke, I raise the hips, I step over, and I choke my partner. And the choke's a super fast choke. Like super fast. And that was me not doing it hard, but the choke's a super fast choke. Now, you've got to be very careful. The downfall is the cutting arm bar. But if I keep my arm on his body, he goes to cutting arm bar. He's rolling me, I'm like, oh, you're doing cutting arm bar on me, oh, and I choke him. As long as my arm's on his body, he can't do the cutting arm bar because there's no valley right? Where if I'm here, he can definitely like, my arm. So I've got to keep the arm on the body. So part of me is by grabbing the collar over here, my arm technically is on his body. If I grab it over here, my elbow is technically off his body. Secondly, I'm on the carotid. I'm behind the neck. Carotid, he's playing good defensive jiu-jitsu. Here, block the hips, roll him over, step in the valley. Now, I drive my heel back towards him and I'll flick my wrist this way so the hard part of my wrist goes in. He's gently going to try and push the leg off the head. Back to the Kimura. So, can't watch this, Carlos. This isn't for you, man. So, thumb where I can see it. Extend, roll his hips, step in the valley, flick my wrist, choke. As he goes to push the leg off the head, switch back, here's the arms. Exposed. 1, 2, 3. We're trying to be nice. I try not to be this hard, man. I'm trying to be nice. Okay, come in. I'm here. Here. So what I'm saying is this, hip escape and you're here. There's no pressure. Well, I want to hook. Now watch, as my head rolls away, the choke comes off. Got it? So I'm not trying to choke him from here. I drive, I turn. 1, 2, 3. Nick, jump down. I'll go this way, Nick. I've got a thing I do, and I call it an Adam thing. And the reason behind it is I've tried to teach this a number of times with very little or low success, and I'm still not too sure why I'm not able to coach it. So I'll explain it as best as I possibly can. So we're here again, and he's got super good jiu-jitsu, and my thumb goes in the back. But what happens is I can already see that my partner's starting to move a little bit away from me, making that distance harder for me to throw the leg over. Does everyone understand that? So this distance, because he's creating distance, this is my leg goes up, I'm now going to be off balance and he can roll me over. So I'm going to do this instead is I'm going to throw my elbow as far as I can underneath his hamstrings. I'm going to roll belly down and extend my arm. So I'm going to throw my elbow down. I'm going to get my choke that way instead. The part that everyone misses out on is that when they're here, they roll on their partner, and I'm only choking on one side. So I need to be over my partner and down to get the choke. It's a really deceptive choke, like super deceptive. If I do it correctly, because I'm laying on top of you, it's very hard to defend because my weight's on top. So I go here, and I kind of like, and he hip escapes away a little bit, so I block his hips out so he can't hip escape anymore. I throw my weight over, and what I'm kind of doing is I'm walking my legs around his head, again the choke. And it's a super tight choke. Yeah, a lot of pressure on the neck. The next one, which was we didn't get a chance to do, is I'm here, I walk backwards, I swing through here, I go to Kimura, he rescues by putting the hand behind my head, so hand goes behind. And we're in the position here where I can start to come over and cut an armbar. So that was a combination that we kind of didn't get to when they rescued the Kimura. But I have huge success with all these actually, they're all part of the arsenal. So I'm going to put the timer on for 2 minutes. You're going to have a bit of a play around with it with your partner. One person stays down for 2 minutes, other person. 2 minutes change around, and then 2 minutes change partners. So one person down for 2 minutes, one person up for 2 minutes, change. Okay, grab your partner, 1, 2, 3.